All right, guys, good morning. Welcome to July 5th. What a ridiculous bloodbath that we've all seen the last 24 hours. So, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling mad, I don't blame you. There's a lot of, I think, manipulation going on, as well as just the worst timing possible of these liquidations. So, why are we going down? There's three things, guys. Mt. Gox is liquidating about $9 billion worth back to creditors and customers that were part of this bankruptcy. And guys, people who have been holding their money in Mt. Gox, some of these guys are up in profit around 8 to 10,000% from people who were very, very early investors. If you were up 8 to 10,000%, would you sell some of your cryptocurrency when you got it, knowing that the news stations are screaming that a recession is coming? I think some people would. So that's number one. Number two, we also have Germany. You guys probably all know about Germany selling a bunch of the Bitcoin they got from a video pirating website. They're unloading. They unloaded right here. Here's what happened last night and the night before. Germany unloaded. We then saw retail traders absolutely capitulate because here's what I think they're thinking. They're thinking the same thing I'm thinking and what you're thinking. How the heck are people who are up 8 to 10,000%, maybe some even more from Mt. Gox, how are they not going to sell some? And what people have done is they've thrown up the white flag and they've completely capitulated and the market has dropped. So, as mentioned, every bullish, I thought we were going to bounce about $2,000 from last videos. No. Guys, I was wrong about everything in the last video. Just want to own up to that. We need to now discuss where is cryptocurrency going from here. Well, first off, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I told you where everything I think is going to go, and I'll tell you guys what I'm going to do. This is a future forecast. It's for our members. Pay the membership, guys, at $65. This sounds ridiculous. You guys are like, we're in a bear market. We're going down. You're asking us to pay money. Guys, I curated this so much data last night to show you guys where we're going to be going. I have my own money on the line, almost $683,000 over here. Watch that future forecast. It will give you all in depth. I'm just going to iceberg it today in this YouTube video. I did about almost 30 minutes. Here's just a quick thoughts. Yes, Bitcoin can go down to $50,000. It would complete the bull flag, and we could be moving down there. Why are we seeing a move back up? Well, capitulation took over. We ended up wiping out a lot of liquidity, which I will show in the future forecast, which has actually been how we've been able to time bottoms really well in this market before we see moves back up, as well as something positive is we have a low and a lower low, and we have a low and a higher low. So we're actually creating bullish divergence on both the well money flow, money moving into the market to grab this dip, as well as the trend trades in favor, looking at trend exhaustion, kind of. It's a past indicator we used, looking for divergence. So bullish divergence is possible. And it's possible that this could actually push us back up here. One chart I'll show you guys is the ETFs took the biggest nuke I've ever seen on a 1 day. This isn't a weekend. This is a 1 day move down in the markets. Okay, BlackRock's ETF, just coming in here and show you guys a percentage, it dropped almost 6% in a day. Do you guys understand what happened with Bitcoin last night and the night before was the worst capitulation event in altcoins since FTX collapse? Do you guys know what happened after the FTX collapse? The cryptocurrency market marked a bottom and we skyrocketed from there. But here's the deal, is that I'm concerned with YouTube videos I see today that say, we're going to start turning around, we're going to rip up here. If we do go up here, guys, it honestly, tell me if you agree or disagree with this in the comments. If the price goes up and then you release $9 billion to people who have been holding for such a long time, you've just given them more reason to sell because the price is going up. And the other side is like, okay, well, release this money and have the market go down. Well, maybe more people will hold for the price to go back up. We have thrown into this situation right now when we quote unquote should be reaching all-time highs and breaking all-time highs. We are being thrown over $9 billion of liquidations potentially in the market at a place where we should be going into parabolic cycles. What's happening is price action is coming up to the previous all-time high. And when price action does this, this is normally where the parabolic cycle takes over. And we see massive increases in Bitcoin's price. However, what I'm going to show you guys in that future forecast is you have indicators that have perfectly predicted the peak here, perfectly predicted the peak here, and perfectly predicted the peak here. They are flashing right now. And it's because we moved too fast up to the halving event. It's making all of your indicators show that we are due for a bear market crash. And what's not helping any of this is wall indicators, they're not lying, guys. When you have people coming out and they're perma bears and they're saying, the top is in. You guys need to stop bashing them. Their indicators are actually true. And I'm going to show you guys in the future forecast how indicators that have timed every top, they are flashing that was the top right there. So we need to stop bashing people online here and just understand this is the hardest bull market you will ever trade, and it's the hardest bull market anyone has ever traded. Because while indicators are saying this is the top, where we should be going into a parabolic cycle here, we have not only the price dropping, but we have $9 billion potentially going to be given back to investors, potentially to be sold. And on top of that, Germany selling, and on top of that, retail traders are capitulating. It is a perfect storm to prove that bears are correct. I personally don't think this cycle is over, however, and I think we're getting massive deals of discounts right now, and I do think we could start moving back to the upside. But you need to see the data that says the bears are not wrong. The indicators do show bearish signs. And we're going to get some comments saying, Travis, that's not true. Like, the bear market's not taking place. It's like, you're so arrogant. I'm sorry to call this out, but it's like, you need to see the data. I'm going to prove to you guys with 2 charts today that have timed every single peak here that was the top of cryptocurrency right there. Okay? Now, shelf that. Please understand, I'm going to say the second point of this is that we are tracking 15 metrics that have timed past peaks. And I'll tell you, about 80% of them have not been fulfilled as this cycle being done yet. Okay? So you need to hear both sides because both sides are true. Indicators are topping just as they have topped in past cycles, proving the bears correct because they're not wrong. But also, out of the 15 charts, 80% of those say we are not done. We are just getting a capitulation event, somewhat of like we saw in COVID, and we have massive maturity to go. I personally side that this is a huge bear trap, and I do think we will head up further into the end of the year. And if you guys know anything about presidential elections, November 5th, you look and mock up every single president election, the market is insanely bullish after we get an election. I don't care if you're Democratic or Republican, the market skyrockets after elections. So I personally think the best is yet to come. But you need to see why people are selling, and you need to devise a risk management plan so you don't just watch all of your money go away. Because there could be some good exits you could take here and then rebuy in potentially lower. I'm going to share that with you guys in the future forecast. There's a link in the description. Grab the $65 a month membership. It will be worth it. Watch July 5th. I will share all this with you guys and what I plan to do. Okay? Overall, kind of ending this, I do think $50,000 is still on the table. I actually have an alert down here to buy more cryptocurrency. And I just want to come out and say I don't think we are fully done yet. As the market moves, like I would be convinced that this market's going to move up if we liquidated all this and it was given back to investors and we saw maybe 1 to 2 weeks where the market didn't respond to it. But from what I understand, Mt. Gox has not even started. Yes, they've started liquidating some. I know that. I can see that. But 162,000 Bitcoin is still in their cold wallet that hasn't been given back to investors and creditors. Also, Germany is not done selling. Okay, they have sold a lot, but they are not done selling. So we have still some of this capitulation events where we could just be seeing a push back up here to then go lower. So I do think the market has more downside potential, but overall, I am going to be probably holding, but there are some areas here, guys, where I may just call it and I may make some big exits in my portfolio because we could just get a massive quote unquote black swan event. It's not black swan because those are unpredictable, but a black swan-ish type of event where we could see prices go lower. But I do think lower prices will signal good buying opportunities, and you need to keep the long-term horizon in view. And that's what I'm doing. I'll keep you guys updated on the future forecast. I'll come out with one Tuesday morning. Hope you guys enjoy this. We do have, I'll be honest, guys, I feel kind of silly saying this, but I do want to let you guys know this. We are 202 wins and 0 losses in our trade setups. We have hit some buy limits on this move down, which means you guys will make more money as the market goes back up, which is quite favorable for some people. People who FOMO'd in and thought the market was going to go up over here, and you guys used our risk management strategy. Well, count yourself lucky because you just got some of the best entries on all the altcoins, probably out of anybody who's been trading in these peak prices here. With that said, we do have the biggest sell that we've ever ran for 4th of July, ending today at 5 p.m. Pacific time for our indicators. So do snag the Pro Pack. you'll get $400 off the top and bottom finder. And if you guys become a member, you guys will just immediately, so look, you'll pay $65, watch the future forecast and all of our analysis there. With the 65, we're going to automatically just give you $250 off. So you guys can just, you'll get a total of $650 off of all of our indicators. So pay 65, we'll give you $650 off. You can use these indicators to trade with us and also time the markets with us as we hold the highest win record ever recorded for cryptocurrency in our trade setups, which you guys can see over here underneath trade setups, and you can view our performance record here. Okay. All that to say, guys, if you're feeling frustrated, I understand. The market is rebounding, and I don't think we're out of the woods quite yet, but I will keep you guys updated on these future forecasts, and Jake next week will keep you guys updated on YouTube, but we will be keeping a lot of this proprietary data available for our members. So I do encourage you guys to be part of a family that is really paying attention to the best moves we can make. And I also show you guys today, sorry to make this long, I know I've probably lost half of you guys, but I do go over in the future forecast the best allocation for a crypto portfolio to make the most money in this cycle. And I'll show you exactly everything I own based off trading this since 2016, what I believe the exact best picks are to make the most money in this bull market coming up. And I share that with you guys today. God bless you guys. The membership is in the description. Watch the future forecast, and we will see you guys on Monday morning. Bye, guys, and God bless.